Page 109. Thieves in the Dark. The afternoon when they came home from school, the snow was melting in a sudden thaw, and the sky was blue above the bare branches of the trees. Caddie skipped as she walked, still feeling the high elation she had felt as she held the flag. 12 years old she was. Time to begin to be a young lady, Mother said. But Caddie did not think so, and Father's smiling eyes were still on her side. "Give the child time, Harriet, give the child time," he had said at basket. "We are long enough grown up, my dear. When the time comes, let the child get her health." "Health!" sniffed Mother. "She's simply bursting with it. When I was her age, I could make bread and jelly and 6 kinds of cakes, including plum, not to mention all the samplers I had stitched with anyone may see if they care to look in my marriage chest. And what does Caddie know how to do?" "I can plow," said Caddie with a twinkle in her eye, for she knew that her mother was not as indignant as she sounded. "Plow!" exclaimed Mrs. Woodlawn, rolling her eyes and holding up her hands. "Yes, my daughter knows how to plow." "Let her have a little more time, Mother," said Mr. Woodlawn quietly. "She'll see her way soon." But when they reached home, the conversation of the morning had been entirely forgotten. Mrs. Woodlawn stood by the kitchen window with an abstracted look on her face. Her sleeves were rolled up as if she had been about to make biscuits, and in her hand she held an open letter. As the children entered, Mrs. Conroy was wiping a tear from the corner of her eye with her apron. "'Tis too bad, Mum," she was saying, "and him so good and faithful too, and never would touch pork neither, but looked at me so reproachful like whenever I offered it to him. Poor love!" Mrs. Woodlawn turned at the sound of the children's entrance. There was something tender and sad in her face for them, and she went up and kissed each one on the forehead. Most often she was too busy about her household to greet them with kisses